today, Suze?
Well, I thought we'd all enjoy a nice white rioja this evening.
That's very good.
Very
just a small glass as it's a Monday.
Yes, just a small glass. Or you could top it up with a bit of soda, or if you like.
Yes,
if you're
or
so
not,
inclined.
as the case may be.
Yeah.
Now, today's tale comes from Arty. A 12 certificate contains 70s attitudes.
Oh, does it really?
Oh,
yes,
dear.
which he does apologise for when he gets there.
Okay.
And actually in context... Anyway, let's just see, shall we? Father Simon, Sister Susie, Brother Matthew, my confession takes place not too long ago. In fact, it was 2021. You see, 2020 should have been a year to remember for other reasons than the pandemic, as it was the year of my 50th birthday and our 25th wedding anniversary. We had so much planned, holidays, events and celebrations, most of which were obviously cancelled. So you can understand that when restrictions started to be lifted in 2021, we took the first chance we could to go away on a holiday. It was a hassle, COVID test before we went, temperature checks at the airport, test before we came back, but we were determined to get a week in Spain. All went well with the tests and we arrived early on the first day, so planned to stop off at a small cove for a couple of hours on the way to the accommodation, which also had a snack bar for lunch. We arrived at the beach and it was a lovely cove. The beach bar was thankfully open. The only surprise was the dress code on the beach was quite casual. Let's say, with many people not bothering with swimming costumes at all.
Okay.
Oh.
But obviously we kept ourselves out of the way of that kind of thing at the back of the beach, so it wouldn't be a problem. So we have a rule in our house, this is where the 70s come in. So we have a rule in our house, which is man does beer, woman does food. Let me explain. I know that sounds sexist, but it's not. It is just that my wife hates standing at a bar trying to order a drink, and I hate standing in a cafe queue behind someone who can't decide what to order. So it suits both of us as the best way to divide up the labour. So it was time to order a cheese and ham toasty. In accordance with the rule, my wife went up to the snack bar to order.
Okay.
As she approached the bar, the man behind the counter waved a finger at my wife, mumbled something and pointed down and up. My wife tried to order, but the man got even more agitated, waving her away to the point where my wife just backed off and returned to me. He won't serve me. He just keeps waving his finger and pointing down and up.
Okay.
I looked across to the bar and saw a man with no clothes on being served. I know what the problem is, I said. They must have rules about no swimwear. Look, there's a man being served at the moment. The bar owner must have been pointing to your bikini. You've got to be joking, she said. You'll have to go. I'm not going. You know the rules. Women do food, I do the beer. Anyway, off you go, I said. You can't change the rules now after 25 years. I can't believe this, she said. She reluctantly took off her bikini and headed back to the snack bar.
Right.
As she approached again, I could see that she attracted the same response. A wave of the finger and the man pointing up and down and motioning for her to back away. At that point, my wife really started to panic. She removed her flip-flops and felt for her necklace, obviously assuming this dress code was extremely strict and that was what he was pointing at. Thankfully, a man who had joined the queue behind her and, incidentally, had his shorts on, stepped in. Madam, he said, your face mask is around your wrist. You need to wear it on your face when ordering food in Spain. He is pointing at your mask and your face.
Oh, no.
My wife quickly slipped her mask off her wrist and put the mask on. She was wearing something. She received a thumbs up from the bar owner and returned to me red-faced, well, most of it, and 2 lovely toasted sandwiches. I was hoping she might have got me a beer, as it was the first day of the holiday, but probably a little much to ask in the circumstances. So, Simon, as you can imagine, I apologise many times over the week of the holiday, but I once again beg forgiveness from my wonderful wife, who has finally allowed me to tell this story, as I failed to notice the man was being served not due to his state of dress, but the fact that he was wearing a face mask, which I guess I can understand someone being distracted and not noticing that. But anyway, I didn't see it coming. Let's see what Sister Susie makes of that.
Oh, Arty, I've just got an image in my head now of a man with no clothes on, but wearing a face mask. It just...
Yes,
amazing.
but then also Arty's other half decided, yes, that she was so hungry, she would indeed remove her bikini.
Well, yeah, I do wonder, was that the only snack bar? Was there not anywhere else you could get a toasty sandwich which didn't involve taking off all your clothes off? Always stay hungry, yeah, why not? Very, very funny. I just think those were times when you didn't, thinking back, you don't know, wearing a mask and having to put it on before you went anywhere and all of these things, they were new to us and no one knew. So I feel like I do feel sorry for his wife, but I don't feel sorry for Arty. And, she didn't get him a beer because he gets beer. That's the rules.
Correct.
And, either stick to it. But I'm going to forgive just because it was very, very funny.
Brother from another guy.
It is very good. It shows how many of these confessions we've done. Literally, the point where you said cove, I thought, nudist beach, here we go. This is what it's going to be. So, yeah, I agree with Suze. She had no business having to get the beer because, of course, that was his job. But I'm going to forgive just because she took off the flip-flops. I love the fact that she went, oh, obviously the flip-flops are the problem. Right, get rid of them and the necklace. Now I can get a toasty. So, yeah, definitely forgiven.
Okay.